Hi everyone, Dr. Robin here. Today I want to share 5 methods of relieving your symptoms, all symptoms that you might be having. These are things that I share with my patients on a daily basis. I realize that number 5, I have not been so good at communicating, and I've got to get better at it because it's very, very important. So first, let's talk a little bit about what symptoms are. Okay, symptoms are an indicator from the body. It's our body's way of telling us that too much information is coming at us. The system is overwhelmed. That's what every single symptom that exists is. It's an overwhelmed system. So the way that the body-mind works is that it is processing millions of pieces of information every second that we are awake. It's not quite millions when we're asleep, but it's still processing when we're asleep, okay, or resting. And so we live in a time where there's actually more information coming in at us than we are evolutionarily designed to attend to. So what happens is the system becomes overwhelmed and overtaxed. And this overwhelmment turns into tight muscles, poor digestion, foggy thinking, being irritable, not sleeping well, hormone imbalances, you name it, right? Every symptom is a result of the same issue, which is that too much information is coming in, it's overwhelmed, we're saturated with information, and we can't catch up. Our body-mind cannot catch up, okay? So knowing that, we can begin to understand that real healing happens when we pause or slow down the information coming in, or we help our bodies to process the information that's already stuck, right? That's already causing the issues. So the first way that we can help ourselves truly heal is rest. And I don't mean rest looking at your phone or watching TV. I mean rest by lying down and getting an eye pillow for across your eyes so it's dark. Turn your phone on airplane mode so you're not receiving calls or texts, or better yet, turn your phone off. Listen to a guided meditation perhaps, or just a piece of soothing music, or best of all, just listen to your own breathing. And as you breathe, repeat to yourself the word release. And see how much tension you can release from your body and your mind and your breath and your awareness. And you may fall asleep. And that's why I recommend that you set a timer. If you're tired, which most of us are exhausted, then you will fall asleep. Or your brain will keep chattering at you. And it does take practice, right? And that's why I actually recommend that we find 10 to 20 minutes to rest and practice resting a day. Even if you're feeling great, it will refresh you. It will give your joints a chance to rebalance as the day goes on. It'll help you release all kinds of tension. It's the best thing you can do for yourself. And it's free and immediate, okay? So the second thing that we can do is drink water, pure water, either at room temperature or warm. Water is our main nutrient of detoxification. Not only are the tissues of the body made of mostly water, anywhere from 65 or 70 to 80% of a body's tissue is water, depending on the tissue, but also water is required for all detoxification processes. So if there's tension in the muscles, if we're achy and sore, if we're nauseous or we're constipated, even if we're stuck in our mind, our thinking is like obsessively stubborn and stuck in its negativity, especially, water helps move through all of that stuff. It helps flush our system. And so if you don't drink any water, you're going to go pee a lot in the beginning, right? But the bladder is a muscle, and the more we use a muscle, the stronger it gets. So you should be aiming for drinking half your body weight in ounces a day of pure water, Coffee doesn't count. Alcohol doesn't count. Juice doesn't count. Tea doesn't count. Water counts. Okay? The third thing that we can do is move our physical bodies. So not just the moving of walking to your car and back, unless you're going up and down flights of stairs, up and down mountains or hills, right? But moving the body so that we actually feel our heart beating, we get a little bit out of breath, our muscles stretch and strengthen, our bodies are made to move. We are growing, evolving creatures, and if we're not moving, then we're stagnating, we're stagnant, we're stuck, and we'll start to decompose. And we do. By the end of the day, we're all shorter than we are at the beginning of the day, simply because the discs in our spine dehydrate as the day goes on. So we need to move in order to keep things functioning well. Okay, you want to aim for about 20 minutes a day, and you also want to aim for getting your heart rate up so that you're a little bit out of breath. You can't quite finish a sentence. Now, for a lot of us, that's not quite possible. I don't have 20 minutes consecutively right now. I have a baby. So my movement consists of carrying around a baby, right, and doing squats with the baby, which that's kind of how I look at it, is you want to find pockets of time throughout your day and do squats while you're waiting for the shower to warm up, or push-ups or jumping jacks, or take the extra flight of stairs, go up and down the stairs in your house or up and down the stairs at your office building a few times, get your heart moving, right? And doing that several times consistently throughout your day, that will help get everything moving, and it will have a positive effect. There are really good benefits where you can get your heart rate up for about 20 minutes and then calm down from things. That's where all of the research has been done. But I say some movement is better than no movement, and be realistic about what works for you, right? Set realistic goals. Don't try to go to the gym for an hour where you're never going to find an hour to go to the gym, okay? Do 20 squats in your bathroom while you're waiting for the shower. It's all good. The fourth aspect of feeling well and healing is making sure that your nervous system is functioning well. So that means getting checked by your chiropractor, right? There's no other way to do that. There's no other profession that attends to your nervous system. There's no other profession that specializes in the function of your nervous system the way that chiropractic does. And really, it doesn't need to be frequent. If you're feeling good and you're doing well, usually you're seen on what's called a wellness plan. And in my office, that's once every 4 to 6 weeks, people come and get adjusted. And it just keeps everything moving, keeps everything functioning. It keeps your immune system strong, right? It makes sure that your nervous system, which is always on call, is able to handle the load that your life is giving you, okay? So there's no way around that. Your nervous system needs to function well if you are going to have a shot at healing or feeling well in any capacity, okay? Actually, you may start feeling better without chiropractic care. You might try the first 3 things on this list, and you might start feeling better and not see your chiropractor. But let me tell you, if your nervous system is not functioning well, you are cutting yourself off from an entirely new level of health and wellness and vitality. And it's actually your birthright to feel great and to be thriving and feeling really, really well and energized in your life. Most of us are walking around, we think we're feeling good, and then we get our nervous system checked and we start feeling amazing, right? Not only do our bodies feel good, but we're sleeping better and we're better at communicating and our brains are clearer and our life gets better because we didn't realize that once this one system of the body, the nervous system, is functioning well, everything else functions well. It's amazing. So please don't discount this. It's very important, right? Nervous system. The last thing on the list, which I'm not good at communicating, I need to get better. It's so important. It's this attitude of optimism. It's an attitude of an attitude of gratitude, right, is what they say. An attitude of hope, of of looking for the best in things, of appreciation. That's really it, appreciation. If we are feeling like life is a battle and it's always hard and it's beating us down and my body always hurts and awful things always happen to me, then guess what? That's exactly what happens, right? What we focus on expands. And so when we shift into just a little bit of gratitude, a little bit of appreciation, writing down a few things on a Post-it note or in a journal that we're grateful for, we begin to shift our mindset. And I've seen it happen so many times. A person's mindset dictates whether they recover or not, right? When we feel like, oh, I'm never going to get better. I've tried everything. My body's always going to feel this way. It's always going to hurt. There is no hope for me. Then guess what? You're right. Even I know that this can be challenging, especially if you've been dealing with something for years and years and years. But when you change your mind, when you change your thought patterns, when you change your outlook, that opens the door to give you the possibility to heal. Okay? So our 5 things again are rest, water, move, clear the nervous system, and be grateful. Okay? I hope that this video helps you find some ease and relief, even right now while you're watching it, that you've taken some deep breaths and you're feeling a little bit better. I would love for you to comment below with your 3 questions, your 3 health concerns, your 3 desires of topics that you would like a video about, because I want to make videos that are relevant to you. And I have a list of like 50 videos that I want to make, but I would prefer to put your desires at the top of the list. So please comment below, and until the next time, be healthy, be well. Namaste.